great time here in Greenbrook, New Jersey, and I'm finishing up. I'm heading to Newark Airport, on my way to Philadelphia, back to CAK, just to turn around and do it again on Monday. But you know you can call me, you can email me, you can shoot me a note on Facebook. On today's YouTube, it's fundamentally focused on two major interviews, one with Bill Lowry from Allentown, Pennsylvania, and one with Janelle PETT from Charleston, West Virginia, who had a BAFA week. Bill's conversation is about the success he's having with radio. Janelle's conversation is about the success she had with a newspaper promotion last week that I'm not going to say she did over 31,000, but you can ask her. So here's a little bit of those interviews. Okay, Bill, you're having a lot of success with radio. Tell me how you've got it set up. What kind of results are you getting?
I've got the morning show, the very popular show here in the Valley, 99.9 The Hawk, Rick Michaels.
And that's the Lehigh Valley, right?
Correct. And he's the morning show guy. Since he came on the program, he's down right around 125 pounds. He does all my commercials. He does all my, I do 10-second traffic commercials, and I also do 60 seconds during his show.
Now, is your buy with him strictly a buy? Is it buy and trade? How do you have it set up?
It's a mixture of both, because I also do some advertising on ESPN radio, where I've got two of the guys that do the happy hour show. They're both on the program, and they've also left away too. So there's actually three guys doing the program. Two of them are on AM, and then Rick Michaels is on the FM channel.
Now, traditionally, something like ESPN is going to be male-dominated. Are you still getting a good pull from that?
Yeah, we do, but most of our calls right now really come in from the Hawk, which is the FM channel.
Okay, sometimes you have to buy the AM with the FM to get the better deal.
Yeah, well, actually, when we first started out with the advertising, we started off with Matt Marcus, who was on AM, and basically what he did is he did all the commercials, talked a lot of, we got a lot of free time because he did a lot of talking during his show, okay, so we got a lot of pumping that way. And then he also did the 60-second commercials on the Hawk. And it was only after he was down 85 pounds when the morning guy said, I got to get involved with it.
Now, obviously, the only reason we run advertising is to get sales and to get referrals from the sales. Tell me a little bit about your referral promotion with the referral cards.
Okay, well, what happens is that when people come in for doctor's night, after we do we sit down with them, we do the diet counseling, they're given anywhere from 5 to 10 referral cards. And what I tell them is, before we even start the diet counseling, I tell them, okay, first things first, when you start losing weight, people are going to start asking questions rather than sitting there trying to tell them, here's the card, this card's worth money for you. Okay, they're going to get a free consultation, they're going to get a little bit of a discount when they come in, and, you know, depending on what the promotion is for the month, free product, maybe some extra weeks, B12, whatever we run for that month, and that seems to be working really well once the people come in.
Good. Now, you wrote a letter that I had shared on PWLC News a few weeks ago. In looking back at your first year, what advice would you give to new franchisees, and Lord knows we have a lot of them right now, new franchisees, lessons learned from your first year, things that you would recommend they do?
Well, the biggest thing for me was I stuck with the radio. You know, as we talked before, a lot of the things that we had talked about just didn't seem to work for me, like the direct mail. But, you know, the biggest thing is that, you know, that the radio seems to be very expensive, but it will turn around. I mean, it's all about repetition. It's all about, you know, frequency, making sure that the people are hearing what's going on. You know, when I first got into the radio, probably like, I'm going to say January of last year, my radio bills were just unbelievable, but it all turned around for me. So I guess the best advice I can give everybody is that, you know, one of the things that I learned after going to one of the, they had like a little seminar on advertising, radio advertising, was you want to buy time that you can afford. I mean, if it's 10 o'clock every day, then that's where you want to be, whatever is affordable for you. So you own that spot, and that's what we try to do. I mean, we own the morning show here in the Valley, and also the happy hour, which is in the evening on ESPN.
Now, you made reference before we started recording to Money Mailer. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the Money Mailer was something that I tried after going through a couple of different things, like the direct mail. We did, you know, postcards. I mean, the postcards worked pretty okay. Valpak didn't work at all for me, and one of the things that I did is I did a little bit of research here in the Valley, the target he does is more of a higher end community. I mean, you're not going to get stuff. Valpak seems to be dropping them in, wherever. But the whole thing with the money mailer is they're really hit areas that are pretty much higher income, more in our demographic.
Okay, great. And here's the interview with Janelle. So you got a problem with being ranked 11th, huh?
I have a problem with being number 11.
What are you doing about it?
I'm having a sale every day this week, 51% off a program, and Monday, $8,900.
You guys in which center now? That would be in Charleston. Okay.
$1,300 on Tuesday, $4,200 on Wednesday, $3,200 on Thursday. We're going to end up in 5 days with $28,000. That's going to bump me up about 5 notches.
I think that's going to put Connie Lowe out of the top 10 and potentially Nancy Marino's Parma Heights Center out of the top 10. You know what? Now, big question I've got for you. What did you do this week that made it so much different?
I inserted in the local paper 13,000 flyers at a cost of $400.
That was it? Now, what was on the flyer?
Physicians Weight Loss having a big sale, lowest prices of the year. Call 925-4919.
Wow. Now, did you mail any out or have your staff distribute any as well?
Mailed out about 1,200 to past clients, 13,000 of newspaper inserts to get new clients, and also referrals. And we're also suggesting on the phone with a diet partner, let's do a 2-for-1.
Outstanding. Now, while all that's going on, you're getting ready for center number 3.
That is correct.
Now, you've been doing this for how long?
23 years.
Oh, my gosh. Well, at this rate, you'll be 190 before you have your 5th or 6th center, but we're thrilled with the 3rd. Where are you opening up?
Barboursville, West Virginia, which is right next door to Huntington, West Virginia. And I'm following Jamie Oliver's food resolution.
That's right. Boy, he's making a big deal out of that, isn't he?
And I'm going to be right on his coattails.
And for those of you that don't know who Jamie Oliver is, he's the naked chef, and he's in West Virginia right now trying to reconstruct eating habits in the school systems and a lot of other places. Well, I just have one question for you. We have other centers that are watching and listening that are opening up. What advice would you give them, having all this time under your belt in our business and the success that you continue to have? What advice would you give a new franchisee and a veteran franchisee for that matter?
Their center revenue is based on staff's performance. I say every day, united you stand, divided you fall. You have to have a good staff and you have to have teamwork.
And that's your wrap-up for today. Have a great day, everybody. Because I'm traveling, I'm having a little trouble accessing the server remotely to do the rankings. I will do them when I get back in the office on Friday. Have a great evening.